So my governor, my giant God-given governor, Abia Otti, had an interview with who? Rufai Oseni of Arise TV. And ever since that interview, people have been running kitty kata kata. For example, PDP. PDP don't they run kitty kata kata inside the states. Hey, he don't spoil our market to make we go redeem our image. He don't spoil our market to make we go redeem our image. They wanted to do damage control, but they ended damaging more damaging. Abia Otti alleged in that interview. He said, look, they talk say, I'm a friend to Julius Berger. Make I be a friend to Julius Berger. I don't use them now, fix Port Harcourt Road. That has been there over 30 years, nobody won't fix them. All of them, they chop the money, they go. Nobody won't fix them. I don't use Julius Berger now, I don't fix them. Hey, Abia Otti, why are you not staying in government house? This one, they built government house for you. You're operating from your house. You say you're working from home. He tell them for that interview, say, always you. Why? That government house now fraud. They only furnish the down, build and furnish the down floor from second and first floor and second floor, not even plastered. They leave them uncompleted like that. Say, I'm not gonna stay there because now they know what they do for that place. So if there is anything they will answer to, let them answer to how they mismanage the funds to build that government house. Ibazu. Which other thing they talk? They say, hey, debt. You say you have paid off our debt. Yes, sir. If you don't want to play for you now, you go say they take reply to it. Because Abia Otti say that he has paid off the debt. Say what he met on ground is not the same thing with what is on ground now. Because you don't clear a significant number of them. Debt. Let us now listen to the right of reply. They say may they give PDP and they okay the people right of reply. Let them reply. You understand? Let us now listen to them. But my only happiness is that thank God who have been saved from decades. Close to 3 decades. Close to 30 years. Decades, one decade and 10 years ahead. Close to 3 decades of decay in governance in Abia State. Thank God. We're going to listen to their stupid right of reply we didn't give on her. I'm going to watch.
How much was left in the coffers of Abia State? Now, you must have heard Governor Abia Otti tout a KPMG report commissioned by his administration. That report, which he prefers to call a forensic audit, and that's surprising because he's a banker and should know better, is a process review document. That process review document says that over 4 billion naira in cash was left for Governor Abia Otti. Now, there were near cash instruments also left for him. For instance, the Ikpeazu administration earned 24 billion naira in stamp duties. We also left other assets because he likes talking about liability. And I was surprised he wasn't quite pressed. If you have come to public arena to talk about liabilities, you should also be talking about assets. If you are saying that, of course, there are liabilities, and so because the liabilities are more, what about the assets you inherited from the same government? You inherited a $60 million ramp fund. You inherited $225 million African Development Fund. You inherited 24 billion naira from the stamp duties due to Abia State, and then you saw cash in Union Bank of about 4 billion naira. Yet you said that nothing was left in the coffers. And thank you for that interview because it exposed a lot of things. For the first time in my life, I saw a governor of a state who could not speak to how much the state makes in IGR monthly. He told you that the first floor of the new government house that was commissioned, that he visited that place, it was fantastic. Let me for a moment concede that it was an uncompleted building. This guy has had 2 years in office. In those 2 years, he could have completed whatever was not completed Yet he chose to stay in his private residence in Mvose, spend government money to improve his own private property, disgrace the people of Abia State, because you heard the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, mention it, that he's working from home, that no other governor in Nigeria is working from home. Let me also say something. He mentioned DMO, Debt Management Office, in the course of his presentation, and made it look like DMO is an agency in the air. For Christ's sake, the data collected by DMO will normally come from state governments on monthly basis, and he knows that. So why is he coming to the public arena to dispute DMO figures with regards to the loan portfolio of Abia State? This governor, for instance, owed pensioners himself 9-month pension arrears, amounting to about 10 billion naira. When he paid the pension arrears, he asked those old pensioners, tricked them into purportedly signing a forfeiture of their historic pension and gratuity. Since 2003, administrations in Abia State have not been able to manage gratuity very well. So you have a historic pension and gratuities that is outstanding in our books. When they purportedly forfeited those pension arrears, what he did was write them off from the book, report that to the DMO as payment of debt. Whereas there are 4 elements in getting DMO domestic debt portfolio for every state. One would have been money borrowed from commercial banks. I want to speak to the fact today that the Ikpeazu administration did not left 1 kobo debt in any commercial bank. And the reason is very simple. All the commercial banks will give you facilities that will terminate before the end of your own tenure. So he cannot say that it was the Ikpeazu administration that borrowed that money.
Okay.
And again, we also had domestic debt arising from the old debts of Old Imo State, which was transferred to Abia State.
A road that is about 5.7 kilometers, not 6.7, because this government has the tendency of extending and adding figures to road projects.
Okay, so the Port Harcourt
is about 5.7 kilometers.
Is not
yes,
6.7.
Yes, because the former administration of Dr. Ikpeazu did the design work, did the earth work till the binding stage with 2-line drainages end to end before this administration came in. So even before the administration was sworn in on May 27 or on May 29, they've already handed over the contract to Julius Berger. And we're asking why. At that point, he was not a governor yet, he was just a governor-elect. And then he handed the contract to Julius Berger.
How could he have done that when he wasn't governor yet?
That is what I'm asking. I say this with every sense of responsibility, that he moved before May 29, 2023 to that spot and said he was going to hand over this contract to Julius Berger. And
so what you're saying is there were 2 governors.
There were 2 governors at that point. Because of
Alex Otti, incoming governor, and
Dr. Ikpeazu, who was still a governor. Okay,
that's quite interesting.
At that point, he took the management of Julius Berger to that site to give that contract. And at that point, the chairman of board of Julius Berger is still the chairman of board of his Signature Bank. And at that point, Signature Bank had only 2 branches. Today, we're talking about 14 branches of Signature Bank. Why the state is shrinking, Signature Bank is growing. And so we're asking, what is happening? It is the job of EFCC to do that for us. I'm just laying the foundation here.
Right.
So we expect IFCPC and EFCC to tell us what happened. That a bank that had only 2 branches before the governor was sworn in on May 29, 2023 became, grew exponentially from 2 to 14 branches now. But this is what we're expecting the EFCC to tell us.
Are you not?
You hear them. Let me even start from the most commonest one. That idiot where they talk for there, you say, to fix 1 kilometer of road should have more than 2.5 billion. Alex Otti season close to 6 billion to fix. Okay, why you not fix them? Why you don't fix them? Chop the money. Why? Who don't have any problem with anybody working and chopping? Now where you they work in the chop? Why you don't fix them? Chop the money or so? Idiot. You don't fix, another person fix it, they make noise. Can you imagine this? Hey, you have paid pensioners. Alex Otti is acting smart. He's acting smart. He's writing off pensions and gratuity. He got these people to write off, and then he paid them. If those people that he got, let's even assume that is true. You know what I'm saying? Let's assume that is true. That he got people and then got them to write off pensions, gratuity and whatever, and then he paid them their pensions. If it's a win-win situation. Why will I not act that smart with them? Is anybody complaining? Assuming that it is true. Assuming I'm not considering that it is. Anybody don't complain given. It's a win-win situation. How did they complain? Anybody for Abia State that they complain? Muna come front to a candidate again for election. Muna go, no try am. Whoever on our front, thunder go fire all of them because even one single one no go get it. Since good thing, people can never appreciate good thing. 10 billion airport where you dey. Una chop that one. Left the state in a state of hula balu. Also, see this how they take reply. You think by talking we don't know what is on ground. Well, now we there on ground. Now we there. Now we there. Now we know what we see with our eye. So we know they base our judgment based on what you can talk for TV. Rubbish. Thank God say Rufai you send then carry you go around as you come to the interview. Then you go show you the government house with no plaster. Then you see out with your eye. All this already they talk. Rubbish. I go sooner later, I beg.
For over a decade, this has been the birthplace of innovation. Innoson Vehicles is a testament to resilience, employing international best practices to create more than just a car. Every vehicle here tells a story of durability, fuel economy and safety. Crafted with the African spirit, the Nigerian heart. These vehicles surrounding me embody the unique concept of regionalization, each one designed to cater to the tastes and preferences of our people. From the streets in Nigeria to the terrains of the Sahara, these vehicles are designed for our roads, for our people. This is more than a vehicle. It's a symbol of our progress, our resilience, our collective success story. Your feedback drives us to continuously innovate and improve. Innoson Vehicle, the pride of African roads.